You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith. Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AFTERBUZZ TV's South Park After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's South Park After Show.
What up, listeners? You are here with John Barrett.
And Mr. Jack Was.
That's right. That'd be us. Tonight we are discussing this episode, the third episode of the 16th season.
Faith Hilling. And of course, we are joined by Phil Svitek in the booth.
That's where he is.
Welcome. How are you guys?
Good. Usually Phil's out here with us.
Usually.
But AFTERBUZZ had to make drastic cutbacks recently. Apparently, the Every Girl's Guide to Life hasn't been selling as well as it should.
And this is your fault, listeners.
This is your fault for not picking up the tome of our time.
Now, I'm not saying you're bad people. I'm just saying you probably need to work harder to have money to buy the book.
It's true.
Because I'm assuming you don't own it because you can't afford it. But that is kind of your fault.
She is the female David Foster Wallace.
She is like, this is
our generation's Ayn Rand.
This is our generation's Bible. Okay, folks.
It's true. In a thousand years,
if you aren't living your life based on the literal word of God found in the Every Girl's Guide to Life, you're a sinner and you'll be cast into a pit of fire and brimstone, and God will rain his wrath upon you, and you'll be eaten by one of the three faces of Satan for the rest of your life.
Yeah, John Mano, he's Catholic.
Exactly.
All Catholics love this shit.
Yeah, it's the new Bible.
Yeah.
Benedict told me
Quakers,
himself.
Not so much.
Yeah, but I have a direct line to Pope Benedict, and he told me straight up. He's like, listen.
That's right. You guys were in the Hitler Youth together.
Yeah, I was in the Hitler Youth with him, and he told me, he was like, John, I'm not even joking. Every Girl's Guide to Life, new Bible.
Yeah.
It's going to be a new book.
Tim was the new Mein Kampf.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What he said was, it's the new Mein Kampf, which means it's the new Bible, because Mein Kampf is the new Bible for German
youth.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Anyway. South Park tonight. Little bit of a nice false start on that, where they were all like, hey, here's the Republican debates.
And there's an operation, and something big was going to happen.
Yeah.
And then Cartman runs on stage and pulls out his titties.
Just waggling them boobies around. But they're
Faith
fake
Hills.
boobies, and it's called Faith Hilling. And it is the new internet meme of people taking pictures of themselves being idiots, which started with planking, moved to owling.
Which, by the way, I didn't realize it spanned, as they later on explained, basically all of mankind down to the Egyptians. We did a story here on planking here at AFTERBUZZ TV.
What, are you fucking hard news now?
Yeah.
Do you guys have like the front line of
like,
AFTERBUZZ TV?
Ted Koppel
I think there was like a reality.
That's what I thought.
There was a reality star that did a plank thing and it went viral or whatever, so that's why we covered it. But I didn't realize it went back that far.
Yeah, it goes back to Egypt where they
stupid. They're donkey
wienering, I think is what they called it.
I thought it was donkey donging.
Well, we'll look it up. Phil, you can contact our ancient Egypt scholar, right, and find out what it was officially called.
We've got to have one of those.
And speaking of which, I love the 3 approved things: peace signs, bunny ears, and fake wieners.
Fake wieners.
Fake wieners.
John, can you give us a demonstration, or Jack?
Peace sign.
Peace sign.
Peace
then
sign.
Bunny ears.
Bunny ears.
Fake wiener.
Fake wiener.
Yeah.
That one's funny. I like that.
John, I was actually hoping that you would Taylor Swift for us across this glass table.
Maybe if we get enough callers in tonight.
If we get 3 callers, John will drop his pants and drag his ass across the I can't even speak, across a glass table. I'm too excited for
Jack,
you to drag
Way
your
to
ass.
defer. Way to defer viewer callers. They're so not calling. 'Cause of that.
Deter, you ass.
Whatever.
Do
You got a
know-
college education.
Phil, you went to college.
I'm also running a damn board here, John, which requires a lot of IQ. It's like RAM here.
Right.
You know, my RAM is being used up.
Okay.
But back to planking.
Yeah, planking. Stupid.
Yes, absolutely stupid. And T-bowing and
stupid.
braiding.
T-bowing, funny because it's making fun of someone's religious faith, which is always
hilarious.
funny. Because screw you if you believe in things.
I know, right?
I think Tom Bradying is a funny idea, though I never actually saw anyone do it. Just because I hate him and was super glad to see the Giants beat them in the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's right. Wearing your Giant sweater.
That's right, I am.
How many fucking stains are on that thing?
1,000.
Jesus.
It-
You are a slob.
I am
You're a
a
fucking disgrace.
beast of a man.
By the way, to bring it back to Brady, I mean, as much as I love the Patriots and things like that, and you're right, we haven't seen it, but it's just still a funny image. It's such a low blow.
Brady
It really
in
is.
defeat. Mm-hmm. It's pretty funny. As an Eagles guy, I can support that. And then we get to the film strip from the ancient time of 2010. And that train.
Oh, God,
No,
yeah.
This wasn't my favorite episode they've ever done, but I love a good train death gag.
Yeah. Yeah. That was great.
The amount of people exploded by trains in this episode, like, it filled my quota for the year.
Yeah, I don't need to see another human being get hit by a train for a while. Another animated. Real people, I can always see another real person get hit by a train in real life.
Exactly.
But I don't need to see any more cartoon characters get hit by trains. That was spot on today.
That was pretty brilliant. I knew they were going to keep doing it, but I was hoping. I mean, they talk about child death and they don't kill Kenny, and I was expecting a train to come out of nowhere while they're in front of that French cafe
and just kill the
cream
crap
Kenny
out of him. Yeah, that would have been nice.
So we get the Republican debates. We get a few minutes of nothing really. Then the operation happens. A cart runs out, and then we're off into memes. And it's complete. It's like The Simpsons, and that they set up something that went a completely different direction.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
Well,
first act.
Family Guy is, I think, the classic.
Well, Simpsons did that first.
Yeah.
And then Family Guy stole it like they did everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Will you get off your damn Motorola? What is it?
It's an expert.
A Motorola Expert from Sprint.
Thank you, Sprint.
It's a great phone. What is it running, like Android 2.3?
I think so.
Yeah, it's sexy.
It is.
Yeah.
And I use Bing
Oh yeah, Bing. We're sponsored by Bing.
for doing.
For doing yourself.
And actually for finding flight information. It's really good for that.
Really? So
Yeah.
flight information and porn.
Yeah. Flight information and porn, Bing's got you covered.
Yep. Just go,
And everything else.
yep. Go to Google or Ask Jeeves and type in Bing, and then pull up Bing. And then you can Google stuff on Bing.
Yeah. Google
Yeah.
stuff on Bing.
It's great.
So we've got all of these videos about all these memes and how they're going to get you hit by trains.
Yep.
Whether it be because you're an idiot and you're standing in front of train tracks,
Or
you're an idiot and you're in your car and you parked your car on train tracks,
if you're an idiot standing on top of a graffiti-covered wall.
where a train is going to appear at.
I like those. It's like an Inception callback.
Yeah. And there were trains and dead people speaking after they had been hit by trains.
Just exploded. One of the things I really love about South Park is how many exploded bodies they have still functioning in some horrible way.
It is great.
Although none of them shit themselves after they get hit by trains. South Park's losing its edge.
That they are.
So
I mean, in terms of what I was gonna say, Butters. I love how he's the only one who's taking it serious.
yeah, Butter's screaming and crying every time someone gets hit by a train was pretty wonderful.
Yeah.
As was putting a loaded gun in
In
Butters'
his mouth. To teach them all about the dangers of memeing, Nothing is better than leaving a loaded gun on a child's desk and then making the child pick up the gun and then making the child put the gun in its mouth.
Anytime you get to do horrible things to Butters, it's great.
That it is.
It's I can't get the image of him almost falling asleep and waking up with a gun still in his mouth out of my head.
That's going to haunt my dreams forever.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so the cats memeing.
The cats, they were trying to go like 8 different directions in this episode.
Yeah, they had a lot. They had a lot to say, and I feel like they
had a lot of different things to say, but not a lot of substance on each one.
I feel like what was happening here was they were like, screw being funny. I have a lot of stuff I think is stupid that I want to talk about.
Yeah, and it wasn't like last week, or at least there was. Last week, I wasn't a big fan of the episode, but at least they found something and they stuck with it.
Yeah.
Whereas this was just several funny ideas that didn't quite go anywhere.
And a real solidly half-assed attempt to make fun of the presidential debate.
Yeah, I mean, they not even half-ass, like you're saying. It's like a quarter-ass.
It was, I mean, because that...
Although I did like the fact that they replaced Ron Paul with a talking cat.
Yeah, that was good. Because basically Ron Paul might as well be a talking cat.
And that's where we're going to get our hate mail from.
Yeah. Yeah, because, oh my God, the internet loves Ron Paul. We are screwed.
They're like our generation's Lyndon LaRouche supporters.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but that's so 2000 and late.
Oh my God.
I love that they use one of the stupidest Black Eyed Peas lyrics of all time for their diss.
Yeah.
And then that's so 2000 and late is so 2009.
And that's so late 2000, or no, that's so February 2012. Yeah, well, saying that's so 2000 anything is so 2009.
Just drop the mic.
Snap.
Thank you, John.
You're welcome.
But yeah, it's there were a lot of very funny ideas.
Right, that just didn't
go a fucking place.
Yeah, it's been, I mean, it just felt like I think they know that too. Like I think they know
and they
what's
absolutely said that.
Like,
they said at the end.
Don't care.
They said, yeah, that's the thing with the with our reporter at the end, just the pandering.
Yeah.
It was just, I mean, they at the end of last season, we saw, or at halfway point of last season, we saw when they did the Everything Is Shitty episode. I can't remember the name of the episode off the top of my head, but like you can tell they're starting to move away emotionally from the show.
Right.
And this is them just saying fuck it.
Yeah.
But not fuck it in a good way, like fuck it, let's go crazy. Fuck it like, what do you people want from us?
Yeah.
Which is never exactly a good outlook to have for your fans.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I think the problem too is that they've literally done basically all these episodes. The 6 Days to Air documentary. As much as like they have a writing staff, right? I think it was you that went about it at length, Jack. It's still at the end of the day, Trey and Matt.
Right.
Yeah. No, it's them. It's always been them. It will always be them. The show lives and dies on their imaginations.
Right.
And there's enough hot button stuff right now that they really could have run with something or anything. But the past couple weeks, the first episode this season was great. Mm-hmm. The TSA thing was pretty brilliant. A couple years too late, pretty brilliant.
Right.
Excuse me, but the past 2 weeks,
they're not even really topical.
Yeah, there are things that piss them off, but it's like George Carlin in his later years.
Yeah,
they're still funny, and you sympathize with them, but they're not. They're not the hot
like
button
I
thing.
agree that like T-bowing was stupid.
Yeah, and I agree that home shopping networks are stupid, but
I'm not gonna call his home. I don't fantasize about calling the home shopping network and telling the guy to kill himself.
I mean, I kind of do now.
Well, now I do.
And they also, I'm sure, I read on the AV Club that apparently Taylor Swifting was trending on Twitter as soon as the episode ended. So it's the snake that eats its own tail. They're talking about how stupid it is, and they probably introduced 3 or 4 new memes tonight.
Yeah. Oh, they did. Probably Olon Johnsoning. That's probably going to be a thing.
Yeah.
Poodle fisting.
Poodle fisting was pretty great.
poodle fisting,
which came from ass wedging. Yeah, you and Benedict used to do that all the time.
Yeah, me and Benedict.
You guys were the original ass wedgers.
That is exactly what we were.
Growing up in 1940s Germany.
Yep. I grew up in 1940s Germany. I look remarkably young for my age.
You look great for an 80-year-old.
Yeah, I know. I keep fit. I try not to smoke cigarettes. And just like do a ton of speed.
Exactly.
Keeps you alive forever.
It really does. And a great hairline too.
Yeah. Again, the speed. And the horse semen.
Oh, that's a lot of horse semen. I think with that we're gonna go to our first commercial.
Let's do it.
AfterBuzz TV.
Hi, I was once like you, a lazy, angry loner whose only joy was watching TV and surfing the net. And, like you, after I'd see one of my favorite TV shows, I'd be so excited and have so many questions that I'd actually have to talk to my douchebag coworkers about it at the water cooler. Then I discovered AfterBuzzTV.com. AfterBuzz TV produces after-show webcasts and podcasts for TV series of all kinds, like post-game wrap-up shows for all your favorite TV shows. AfterBuzz TV hosts are industry insiders who break down episodes of shows, take calls from fans, and interview cast and crew from each series, with over 60 different after shows, from Boardwalk Empire to American Idol to Vampire Diaries to Real Housewives, and more. Now, after a night of TV, I can ignore my stupid coworkers, who I hate, and go straight to my desk and watch or listen to all my favorite AfterBuzz TV after shows, and have all the TV fan interaction I need. Thank you, AfterBuzz TV.
AfterBuzz TV. What do you want to buzz about?
And we're back.
We are back. Hey, ladies.
Hey, can we do a whole episode like this? It's just us. Phil, what the fuck is this music?
Phil, what are you doing?
We didn't do Boardwalk Empire. Why are you putting on music from the 1920s?
It's actually the 1940s, and it's the Nazi Germany theme.
Brings me back.
Jesus. I thought their theme was Deutschland, Deutschland über alles.
No, that's the actual theme of Germany, but not the theme of the Reich.
Oh, so this is the theme of the Reich?
I guess this is the theme of the Reich.
Huh.
Anyway, butts.
Big butts. We're doing predictions?
Oh, the theremin's
Your
here.
AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Is it bad that every time I hear a theremin, I get an erection?
No, that's exactly what's supposed to happen.
I think it's because I lost my virginity during a drive-in movie.
See, I don't know. I was trying to think of something theremin related, and I just couldn't.
Yeah, there's not a lot of theremin jokes you can do.
No, there isn't.
Predictions.
I predict that next week they'll do something actually topical.
Yeah, I predict that next week they'll do something better.
Just because there's a whole universe of things to be talking about.
Yeah, I mean, everything's kind of going to shit right now.
Yeah, and
I mean, you have like Trayvon Martin, and you have healthcare about to be completely destroyed,
and you have the Joseph Kony thing, which I'm sad they didn't touch.
Yeah, I'm really sad they didn't touch.
I think that's out of the zeitgeist at this point. Like,
yeah, I mean that would have been perfect for this episode because it was a meme.
Yeah,
if they had people Konying. What?
Just taking a bunch of child slaves.
Yeah, it's like cutting off kids' hands
and
looking like Carl Weathers while you do it. Let's get Konying being the trending topic on Twitter.
Yeah, let's get Konying to be the next photo meme, and if it doesn't happen, it's your fault, just like the book thing is your fault.
It has to be a picture of you smiling with a stump of where your hand used to be.
Mm-hmm.
And taking child slaves.
Becoming a soldier in the army of Christ.
I thought it was the
Lord's Resistance,
Army.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there we go.
I kind of missed that one. Disappointed.
Yeah.
Come on, Matt and Trey. You guys are better than this. We all know it.
But we still love you.
We still love you with all of our hearts.
So, we'll be here next week.
We certainly will. I'm Jack Was.
I'm John Barrett. You can find me on the Twitters at JDuganBarrett and on the Tumblrs at botmarykill.tumblr.com.
You can find me on Twitter, although I haven't updated it since last March.
Something like that.
At Jack Was. Or find my Facebook. Just look up Jack Was.
Or just look up John Dugan Barrett on Facebook.
Could always use another friend.
Yeah. Always. We're lonely. So, catch us. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Oh, and don't forget to look up John's writings on Stormfront.
That's right. And catch me at the Vatican talking about Hitler with
The Pope.
the Pope.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
See you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.